Welcome back to the channel at Silent YT Moon. Today we're going to talk about, in my opinion, the number one warframe for 98.9% of mission types in this game. Uh, don't take everything I say to fact. This is just in my opinion and my experience of playing the game. And that'll be Revenant Prime, where we'll be going over his abilities, the setups I use, and why he's so great in most mission types. First, let's go over his abilities. So he has Enthrall. This converts a target into an ally, and they draw away gunfire and won't harm you, and they take more damage from you if they're enthralled. On death, they disintegrate and they leave a damage a pillar of energy that you can gain energy from. And they will also turn what we'd call second tier thralls, and they basically can't turn other enemies into thralls, but they still are technically counted as an ally. And they'll take more damage over a specific period of time. And then you have Mesmer Skins, which is literally his number one ability, and for his kit, he basically is immortal for however many charges you have for this ability. So this scales off power strength. So more power strength you have, the more charges you will have. You don't have to worry about duration. They're not duration based at all. So way it works is, like right now on this specific build, I have 13 charges. So if an enemy hits me with a bullet, it will take a charge away. And now it takes a full second before another skin can be taken away from you. So let's say I get hit by something that does like 2 bullets in one, I will only lose 1 Mesmer skin. It is a great tool, plus it has a CC. If an enemy hits you, as you see right there, the enemy goes to sleep for a second. And then his next ability, Reeve, does percentage base damage to health and shields. So, like right here, this does 91%. It's not technically like a complete 91% because it won't just take all their health away. But it is a good tool to have, I guess, like if you're going for like a ensnare build against acolytes, if you don't have a weapon, or if you're early on warframe player that doesn't have real weapons to kill an acolyte, you can use this ability to kill acolytes with ease. Especially if you make them your friend, they take even more damage. And if you prime them up with a primer, they'll take a shit ton more damage. And this is his fourth ability. We don't talk about his fourth ability. You'll hit him with this ability off. It's a great ability for leveling him up to get his forma done. But other than that, get rid of it. Trash ability. Now, what I'm saying is why he's so good in 98.9% of mission types is because, for one, he's immortal. For two, he can make allies, and he can turn acolytes into allies. And just overall, that makes him good. You just throw on a really good weapon that you have, and you go to town. I use him for every day. I do a 2-hour relic run, steel path, with no troubles at all. There's 3 main enemies you got to look out for. There's an acolyte called Violence. He could turn off your abilities, which can get rid of your Mesmer skins. Second would be Eidolons. Their attacks actually go through your Mesmer skins. And third would be Nullifiers. If you accidentally run into a Nullifier bubble, it nullifies your abilities, as stated in their name. Other than that, there's really no enemy in this game that you should be afraid of. If you die as Revenant, it's a skill issue. I'm sorry to say it. And if you're on my squad and you die as Revenant, I'm host migrating you if I'm host. I'm sorry. You shouldn't die unless there was violence or somebody else there along those lines. And Nullifiers really shouldn't be a problem for you if you're playing in Steel Paths, and that's all I play in, so yeah, I'm sorry, not sorry. You should die as Revenant. But let's go over my builds I use for Revenant. I do have a Gloom build. Why? Because why not? It's good for if you're doing a squad disruption mission. It's good for that. Good for defense, mobile defense. Just a lot right there. Uh, what's more survivability than enemies moving slower than a snail and you have immortality? It's literally a why not build. Then I have my Eclipse build that says Roar. I just got to rename it. I was using Roar for a while, but I've been using Eclipse a lot more here recently because you really think about it, he's a high strength frame, so you want it. This scales higher off of strength than what Roar does, even though Roar is a faction-based damage buff. Blase, blase. This is just my damage build for Revenant. Uh, just like going through a quick exterminate or something, still path. I run this. My armor strip build uses Sterile Strike. As long as you're over 200% strength, you get 100% damage. Defense strip. So that goes through armor and shield. It's literally one of the number one armor stripping abilities there is. It doesn't go in a full 360, but it does affect acolytes. Unlike Terrify from Necros. So this is a great ability to use. I use this only for disruption, especially if I'm doing like single, like a solo mission all the way to level cap, which I have done with this build. I just took my Fenmore, this, and went to level cap pretty easily. That's the job. This is my ensnare build. Basically, the whole purpose of this is you can ensnare a wide group of enemies, prime them up with Epitaph, reeve throw them, they die in one reeve. Great build for grouping up, and like if you're like in a survival with a group of friends or something like that, it's nice there. And then I was trying to make the fourth ability good. It still ain't hitting. Yeah, so overall, he is just a goated frame in my opinion. I'm sorry if this video wasn't what some people are expecting. This is my very first video on Warframe. I plan on making more. And I am doing a 500 plat giveaway here soon. Once I reach 100 subscribers, I will be doing a 500 plat giveaway. All you gotta do is be subscribed, comment down below why you should win the platinum, and yeah, this is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.